Okay. So here we are in the year of our Lord 2025 talking about Hunter Schafer. I hope I pronounced that right. They are being considered to play a character that we all know and love, Princess Zelda. Now, I know that some of you think you know what this video is going to be, and you're totally wrong. I think that personally, other than the fact that this bitch starred in the most pedophile-induced show I think has ever been allowed to be in Hollywood, this Euphoria. Like, I swear to God, anyone associated with this show, if it comes out that they've got some kind of ring going on with kids and stuff, hey, I'm not going to be surprised. But they're being considered for Zelda. Now, I don't think that I need to be the one to say this, but I guess I do, since, I mean, Jesus Christ. I guess I do, since everyone seems to be very against it. She looks like Zelda. Now, my main problem with most of these castings, like, I don't know, taking Resident Evil and making Wesker black, and goofy ass clones of himself, and completely changing Resident Evil completely for this little main character girl, you know, like stuff like that. My main thing has always been, well, if they look like the character and they can act, and to be fair, I have seen some stuff with this bitch in it. This cuckoo, and then, you know, obviously she was in that. I don't know. I've seen this person act. It's not bad. It's not bad, but everyone says, well, why would you possibly think about putting someone like this in when we have, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy again? Why wouldn't we put her in her 75,000th movie just this year? Why wouldn't we? When does this bitch sleep? When does she do anything when she is always in every single fucking movie that there can be? Now, I get it. You're saying, well, she can definitely look like Zelda as well. That's true. I mean, I could see it. I could definitely see it. I don't think it's far off. And honestly, I don't think it really matters all that much. You know, people have talked about the chick from Game of Thrones. You know, she had white hair in that. Good old dragon lady. I don't see that as wrong. But at the same time, if this person is, if Hunter really is being considered, absolutely considered by the studio, and they really want this person, I hope that the internet stuff does not throw that off, because, again, other than the questionable shows, the questionable TV show that they were in, I don't know. I think it would work. I think it unironically would work. And that's not the opinion of most people. That's not the opinion of most people at all. Even though it's spot on. I mean, this is not a case. You cannot tell me that this is a case where we as a people are in the same position that we've been in, where we talk about, like, oh, why'd they have to race swap them? Why'd they have to do this? Why'd they have to make them gay? Blah, blah, blah. We've had those discussions. We've had those discussions. But I'm going to be honest. This is not one of them. She looks like her. She can act. I just kind of feel like if we influence this away, we're becoming what we hate. I think we're becoming what we hate. That would be what it would be. We're now feeding in so heavily to this machine because we did it. We started doing it. And you know what? We have like a 90% accuracy. That's totally true. That's totally true. Usually when I see discourse and then you see the product, and yeah, of course, games journalism and people will rail against it, but you know, it's not about what we think it is. It has everything to do with them being trans and people are unhappy because it fits a pattern. It fits a pattern that we've made. The problem is that this pattern doesn't fit every time. Because these same people said, well, don't see Wicked. Wicked's woke. Wicked was not woke. Wicked was fantastic. Wicked had incredible set design. Wicked had... I mean, I am an older male. But I will say we were off on Wicked, okay? The collective we, the people online, because it fit the pattern, right? And there's been a couple of these, okay? We now say, well, if it fits the pattern, then it must be woke. Just like that South game, South of Midnight. They said, well, it fits the pattern. They hired Sweet Baby. It's like, well, every company did. So it's woke. So we can't enjoy it. And actually, other than being just, I mean, it was an okay game. Let's not get our dicks in a twist here. It was an okay game, but it fit a pattern. So we automatically said we're not buying it. But I think we're at that point where we've gone too far because we're not reeling it back and actually we're just attacking. We're just attacking immediately when it fits the pattern. Something can fit the pattern but not be correct. And that's the thing is with this shit right here. Yes, it fits the pattern. Yes, you see it as a bad thing. But if it is solely because they're trans, I gotta be honest, they might make a really good Zelda. Now, I don't know how many controversies, you know, like that this person has had. You know, it could be a lot of things. But I'm going to assume not many. I'm going to assume not many because I haven't heard of any. And usually when controversies happen like that Rachel Zegler, it's really in your face. Okay? She hasn't had many. And I'll also say this. People say, oh, well, since she used to be a man, she's tall. I think for Princess Zelda, that works out perfectly. I'm actually pretty sure that Zelda is taller than Link, right? Like, am I misremembering it? I know that in some games, she is a tall fucking bitch. And then some games, she is not. Zelda and Link, height. Yeah, she's definitely a tall bitch. But like in some games, it's more dramatic. It's way more dramatic. So these are the newer ones. This is what I'm talking about. And I get, they always like Link grows up, he gets taller, whatever. I get that part, but overall, she's usually pretty tall. Anyway, this is just to support the claim that, is it really as bad as we think? I don't think so. I don't think it's that bad. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. But no, I don't think that we should have that Anya Taylor-Joy in every fucking movie. I will say this. You can hate me. I'm not that pretty, but I'm not in Hollywood. They have this thing in Hollywood now where if an actor has eyes that are like in 2 different zip codes, then you're hired. And unfortunately, it's just not the case. So maybe they won't get hired. They're not far enough apart. I mean, I'm at the point where it's like, I know that we're reaching because no one can really tell you why she would be bad at this. She looks the part, she acts the part, she actually has the right vocals. I don't know, if you've seen her, you've seen her. You could have the right vocals for Zelda for this. I think it's actually, even though it fits the pattern, guys, I think it's actually spot on casting. Now, you can disagree with me in the comments, and I know you will. I am posting again. I am back. If you want more information on that, I have posted that video. I have been eating this delicious banana pudding this whole time because I'm a fat bitch and I like banana pudding. And if you also are a fat bitch and love banana pudding, it would be so nice of you to like and subscribe. Or just bitch at me in the comments. That's fine too. I know that some of you have been waiting for stuff to drop. And I know that, as your favorite Jack Black impersonator, I have been off for a little bit. But I'm back in a limited capacity. And I will keep posting.